Hello, I am Kori Nicole Barnes from Where's the Best TV, and I'm here with the star of Skillhouse, Bryce Hall. How are you?
I'm good. I feel great. I'm about to eat an acai bowl. I'm even more excited for that.
I actually love acai bowls, so that's completely fine. If you're hungry and starving, probably
It's
be doing interviews all day.
kind of messy to eat while I'm doing an interview, so I won't do.
Okay, I think this is such a very interesting project. So I would like, to know how did you feel about the project when you like received it, just, going through that process?
Okay, I don't know if it's on my end, but you're cutting out a lot. Is that on my end?
Is this because mine, I see
Did,
you. I see you. Can
did,
you see me?
yeah, I can see. Was
Yeah,
that
it was
like,
just the sound a little bit, Corey. Maybe
My
just trying to,
sound?
yeah, that
yeah, but
was,
right now it's fine. So I would just try and ask
yeah.
that question
So
again.
maybe just, yeah, re-ask the question. Sorry.
No, you're okay. I just wanted to ask how was, of course, this project when you received it? What was it like going through the process of this very interesting, just overall plot, right?
It felt like I was filming a long form YouTube skit um, with a bunch of influencers and they died gruesomely. So it felt like just at home.
Just at home?
Yeah, just another day in the job of an influencer.
So, I mean, a lot of people don't really know what it takes to be an influencer, right? Like, we see the title all the time. We see the content creators. We see, like, okay, that it's now, right, like a multi-million, almost, billion-dollar industry, essentially. So, what is that really like being an influencer? Like, what would you say it takes to really succeed as an influencer?
Well, getting yourself out there, and I feel like this film projects it well with a deeper message. What would you do for clout is like the message here. Um, a lot of influencers in my space, they do some crazy, not morally correct things to get eyeballs on them, and uh, in this case, they would be surviving in Skillhouse.
Do you think that there is such a thing as going too far for clout? Like, is there something that you feel like you would never do, like for clout or for amount of money?
Yeah, there's creators that do that in real life too, but in this movie, you kind of want to do the craziest things for eyeballs, and we did portray that great in the film.
So, I mean, during that project, right, with filming with, of course, with all of these influencers, like, behind the scenes, even, how was that chemistry? Like, how, like, was this togetherness of the project? Did you all, like, all pretty much, like, get along? Were there any, like, issues just with, like, challenges while filming, or just how was that, like, overall experience?
On set, everybody was great. No one on the set except for Hannah Stocking and myself were influencers outside of acting as one. So I helped a lot of the actors portray themselves more as an influencer as they were filming on set. So like you would have scenes where these influencers or these actors playing as influencers are making a video. Josh didn't know how to put that in a film, so I helped out with how an influencer would speak and do things for them. So it was honestly like they were helping me with the acting, and I was helping them with the influencer stuff. So it's like a mutually great thing with all the people on set.
And I actually love, of course, and now with digital media landscape, you can be all of these things. You can be an actor and an influencer. Is there one that you particularly like over the other, or where do you see, your career going?
I think the acting thing it's shorter. It definitely you're not doing something every
It's
single
real.
day. Like yeah, you're doing something. You're just doing something for a few months, and then you wait for the final product to come out. With influencing, you do something every single day, and you're putting something out every single day. So
With
I prefer influencing because I get bored.
okay, you
But
get bored.
I'm
Okay.
gonna be doing more projects in the future. I'm actually working on one right now, but um,
Exciting.
this was super fun to film, and I loved acting and I loved doing the whole project. But influencing is more my thing, I think.
Okay. So when you were mentioning as well, that you felt like you were just shooting a whole bunch of like long form content, which is real, do you think that you have like more of a preference between like short form and long form, or do you, I guess, that you just like both?
I like both. There's no preference on what I shoot, but if a video is longer, it's more of me that people get to see.
Do you think that it's hard for like even upcoming influencers that will definitely be watching, this film and project? Just overall, I mean, the fans are gonna think that it's like great. But anyone that's looking to be like, okay, one, we love the plot, but we also love who's in there as the cast, as some of their favorite influencers. Do you have any advice for them? Like, of course, I know you just trying to find your niche and everything, but any like real advice for the trajectory that you've been able to achieve? Because you're one of the few people that are really successful, right, in that field of really knowing your audience and engagement, being able to cross, different career fields and do that all in a very like, seamless span.
I would say have a group around you that also do the same thing as you, and have someone that doesn't do social media keeping you grounded so you don't pass that line of doing too much online.
That's actually really great advice. I feel like a lot of people don't touch on that, that you need someone that's not particularly in your field, like to really keep you humble and just grounded. So how is your circle? So you have like a few people that don't do social media, or do you just have like one go-to person? Like how is that aspect of just keeping, just serene? Like,
I have a pretty big group of friends that don't do social media at all. And then I have obviously my social media peers. So
Mhm.
they help me out like on things where I'll show them a video. I'm like, yo, is this too much to post? And they're like, dude, yeah, don't do that.
Yeah. At least it's honest, right? You're just like, okay,
Yeah.
that's not the best for me. So
You don't
let's
want yes men. No yes men in my corner.
Oh my God, I love that. Okay, so you
Yeah.
you handle constructive criticism very well, which is also
Yeah.
influence what you can do in general. So you don't think that anything, let's say if you ever did get negative feedback, like how would you process that? Or would you feel, because sometimes content creators, get discouraged. So how do you just feel about even receiving that type of constructive criticism or even negative?
Well, negative criticism, I really don't care. I think if people don't like me, they have the option action on social media. There's so many people that do my work, so you can watch anyone else. But the people that like me, and I have an audience that likes me, so I just create the content that I like to create. And if they like the videos that I'm posting, I love it.
What was like some of your favorite just experiences or memories while shooting this project? Like, was there any particular like scenes or just within like some of the cast that you were like, definitely like memorable?
Doing the scenes with 50 was really cool because he's like obviously an experienced veteran, and obviously Neal McDonough as well. Like those scenes, it felt so cool working with like A-listers,
Mhm.
or I don't know if like they're big deals in
Yeah, they're
Hollywood. So
A-listers, yeah, for
yeah,
sure. And I even
they're big
saw,
deals in Hollywood. So like it was really cool working with them, and them giving me advice is really cool.
and even I saw when I was doing some research, just like, on you and your background, people were just like, oh, like 50 and Bryce, they're shooting films now, like they're making
Yeah.
movies together. Like, look how much like, like engagement that's already getting, right? Even before this officially releases. And we would love to know what is some advice that 50 gave you? Like, what's something that's gonna stick with you for your career?
Well, he was a lot bigger in person, like a really big dude. So I was on there. I was like, "Yo, how'd you get so big?" So he just taught me some workout stuff. There's nothing like acting related that he
I'm
taught
screaming,
me.
no
Yeah, I
workout stuff.
was like,
Guys,
"Yo,
you
what's
see
your
guys are like,
workout routine, dude? You're built huge. Like, what's your workout routine?"
I'm screaming. Oh my God. The difference between like how women and like men, y'all just be like, yeah, like that's something that's very interesting to y'all. We're just like, oh, we'll talk
Yeah.
about fashion, all type of stuff. That's
Yeah,
really
we took a shot of cognac, and then we were talking about working out. So
that's fun. I mean, well, how were the shooting days, right? Because I know that it probably felt like a very long time, but just getting through it with everyone. So I know that probably everyone was on the same accord and just like, okay, we got to get it done. But just having those long shoot days, just for the people that are non-actors, just getting them through that. How was that?
well, I'm not an early bird. So the early days when I had to be on set at like 5 a.m. that was really brutal. But the nighttime shoots were awesome. So it was like 5 p.m. to like 2 a.m. That's where I have most of my energy.
Mhm.
But yeah, people, if it's just the hours are really weird when you're shooting.
Was really weird. Yes, for
Yeah.
sure. As a fellow actress, I understand. That's why I'm like, I'm
The
always interested when people go through production. Like, how is that for you? Like those call times, because they don't play about that.
call times are brutal sometimes.
No, for sure. And just, of course, like your fans, they're going to be watching and just like the feedback. So are you excited to see like, how people are going to interpret this or like the overall message?
I think people they're gonna make some viral videos out of them. I think there's
Oh,
going to be a lot of
for
viral clips out there that are going to be very funny, and I'm going to be reacting to all of them. So
sure. Are you excited to just see like the like fans at you or just leave comments on everything, just like seeing how you did? Are you looking forward to just those reviews? Because of course they're gonna do like memes. You know this is
Yeah.
gonna go viral, for sure.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I'm excited for all of it. Like honestly, people if they whatever they want to say, I'm just excited for people to see it. It's a project that's been long in the making and it's finally out. It's going in theaters July 11th. It's super awesome.
And then what are just some like overall like themes that you do want, audiences or your fans to take away from this? Is there a particular lesson or just message?
Just the don't pass the line. Like don't pass the line for clout. Like if you want to be a social media influencer, have that person that keeps you grounded next to you.
And I definitely think that is strong what you were saying. Clout is not always good. Like you can
Yeah.
have clout for bad things, clout for good things. So I definitely feel like this film it tests everyone. Like he said, like what would you do? Which I do love films like that because it's really like, okay, what are my morals and standards when they're really tested on the line? Like, would you really
Yeah,
say
like
that?
the audience is going to be able the audience is going to watch it and they can see what line are they going to draw.
No, for sure. I'm so excited for fans and your audiences to be on that journey with you. And just thank you so much again for speaking with me. Again, I'm Kori Nicole Barnes with Bryce Hall TV, and Skillhouse will be in theaters on July 11th.
Thank you so much.